Wait, is it on already?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit. Oh,
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
did I just start off by cursing? I did, didn't I?
Nico, let's use that as the opener, please. Let's get her saying, oh, shit. All right, here we go. Ooh, yeah.
That's how you start off.
Uh-huh. That's my mantra. That's my mantra. Welcome to the Elite League Podcast.
Honored to be here.
So my slogan, tagline is stay fired up. I got to ask, what's got you most fired up about today?
You.
Okay. Awesome. What about me? What do I do? Just hanging out.
Well, it's the hangout.
Yeah.
Excited about the hangout.
Having a good time.
Yeah.
Tell you what, before the show, folks, the rap sheet of businesses that Ozzy's been a part of and still a part of is just like, I got to take notes. It's a lot to keep track of. Goodness gracious. So you definitely want to listen in. The amount of experience and knowledge Ozzy's going to bring to the table today. Yeah. Buckle up, sit down, grab your pen and paper. Let's kick it off. So you're a serial entrepreneur.
That is definitely a part of my identity, yeah.
Yeah, you kicked off when you were 16, you said.
I did.
Yeah. All on your own. Like you just thought of something, a gap in the market or a way to create more revenue for yourself, and you just took the plunge.
I did, but I'll be honest, for me, it's more monkey see, monkey do, right? Like I was telling you earlier, I'm from a family of entrepreneurs. I don't know any different.
Was that a blessing or a curse?
Absolutely a blessing. Obviously, you don't recognize that when you're a teenager.
Sure.
But as an adult, it's like, my God, I got to see how a successful business owner operates behind the scene, at breakfast, lunch, and dinner with my dad.
Wow. Was your mom an entrepreneur as well?
No. But she's an amazing supporting role.
Love that. Yeah. Great teamwork.
Yeah.
That's cool. And you grew up in Bangladesh.
Yes.
But you've been permanently in the States for about 4 years.
Give or take, yeah.
And with all of your wealth of knowledge, because again, your rap sheet is it's astronomical. It's so impressive. You decided to start consulting people. Now, I'll tell you one thing, okay? When I hear the word consultant, I'm a little bit at a loss. It's kind of a myth to me. To my understanding, are there several different types of consultants? Do they have niches? Yeah?
Yeah, so, I say consultant because you need a title so that people kind of understand the realm. But at the end of the day, I don't think I fall into a category of consultant or coach. I basically help people who want to quit their 9-to-5 job and start their own business. And I do it with them, right?
You're kidding me.
No.
That's amazing, number one, because you're literally holding people's hands through one of the biggest transitions of their lives.
Right.
Like having a baby is a huge transition. Moving is a huge transition. Think about being an employee and then going to an entrepreneur space.
It's scary. It is scary, and people want to do it, but then they don't want to do it. They want to do it, but then they don't want to do it.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, right, do you notice a lot of 5s in regards to, hey, Ozzy, I'm kind of thinking about doing this. I'm really unsure. I'm kind of stuck in the middle. Or do you notice a lot of people are like, hey, I'm ready to do this. I want your help. Let's go right now. Or do you get like a blend of that? What does that look like?
The average conversation sounds like, and they're all, 6-figure earners, people actually doing really well in their corporate world. But it's usually middle managers that are doing well, but they know that they're not going anywhere. Maybe senior manager. Maybe director.
Right? Oh, I don't know anything about that stuff. I really haven't been part of the corporate world ever.
Smart.
But it sounds like they're
trying to climb.
Up there.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they know there isn't a lot of places to climb up to, and they feel stuck. But at the same time, it's almost a golden handcuff, right? Because they're making good salary. The kids have insurance. There's a 401k. Do I leave all of that? I do a simple math with them, right?
Let's talk about the math.
Okay. So this is a hypothetical scenario.
Of course. Jim Smith.
Jim Smith. Not that I had the same exact conversation 2 days ago. Let's say you make $120 a year, right? You're doing okay. You're bringing in $10K a month. Year over year, on average in the States, your salary increase is what, 9.3% if it's performance based, or if it's merit based, between 2 to 4%. Right? So that's what you're going to make next year. But there's also inflation.
Sure.
You could do this for 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
How much more are you making now? Let's say you get performance based and you're, 10% increase each year. Yeah. You're still not going to hit 150K a year.
Damn.
Right?
Yeah.
So that's the math.
After 10 years.
Do the math.
Yeah. Like, I'm going to pretend I did the math. I'm going to take your word for it. Yeah.
Yeah. The math doesn't math.
Mm-mm.
Not to me. But let's say we start you with a small service-based business with low overhead, low employee count. What are you making your first year? If it's a high margin service, your first, let's be super conservative. Let's say it takes you 3 years.
Sure.
You're going to make around 150 as the owner.
That's great.
Easy.
Yeah.
And let's say you decide, I want to make double that. All you have to do is ramp up, right? Spend more on marketing, hire more staff, and you can make more. But can you do that in a corporate job?
No. Hard no.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah.
So when
that's
you say ramp
my
up,
math.
You're talking to Steve, right? And you're gonna say, hey, Steve. At that point, you can just ramp up, and Steve's gonna go, well, what the heck does that even mean? So the thing is, you're alongside with him to explain how to do that strategically. Yeah.
Correct.
So walk us a little bit through that process. You bring on Steve as a client, right? You have the initial math conversation. What happens next?
It's usually an empty, glazed, sad face look that I get, which makes sense. But at the same time, they're also scared. They've never done something on their own before. Or they've done something where they've spent a bunch of money on trying to run ads themselves to try to sell some sort of product. Or, everybody's tried their hand a little bit in entrepreneurship on the side, like a side hustle.
Yeah.
And if you're not doing it in a systematic way, you're going to get overwhelmed and stop.
Yeah, amateurs wing it, professionals have processes. But in order to be a professional, you've got to, really do your research.
And most people don't do research. They just, jump in. Oh, I'll make a website. I'll do this and this. And it doesn't work. And then they say, entrepreneurship isn't for me.
Yeah, like these realtors, they think once they get their license, someone's going to call them and say, hey,
how come they aren't calling?
Yeah, not happening. But that's where you come in.
Correct.
Right? So once you do the breakdown, get the math done, the glaze, the defeated face that they make when they're like, oh my gosh, a little taste of reality. What happens next?
Then
after they join on board?
Once I onboard them?
Once you onboard.
Okay. So I'll talk about a client we onboarded last week. I won't mention their name. How do I like you said, let's call them Steve.
Steve.
Okay. So Steve, we're in conversations about getting into a junk hauling business. When we started working with him, the onboarding process was like, I don't know what I want to do. I don't know what's going to be good, but I want my ROI fast. So that was his only requirement. So for my process is first understanding their skill sets, personal lifestyle, because if I don't understand who someone is, I can't match them with the business model. Because reality is, if you pick a business model which doesn't match your personality, you're going to quit in 3 years.
What's one example of a good personality match with the business model?
Do you like working with people? Or are you like, oh God, I hate people? Are you good with elderly people? Are you good with children? Do you want to work nights? Do you want to work weekends? Do you want to work daytime? How much do you actually want to make?
How did you know to ask these questions?
I mean, at different points in my life, I've asked and didn't ask and failed in things.
Yeah. Yeah, because again, that rap sheet I was telling you all about, holy smokes. Okay. So have you created your own formula, so to speak?
Correct.
You have.
I have my own blueprint, and every business model I pick is proven to do well. I just have to match them with the right location and right client.
Now, what is it ultimately that these people are seeking by being an entrepreneur, leaving the corporate world? What is it that they actually want? Taken on a whole, of course.
I think the first thing is just that sense of pride, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like when you talk to someone who's a first-time entrepreneur, it's like, I'm a business owner, right? You see their face light up. They're proud of it. They want to be CEO. And why shouldn't they? It's better than working for a corporate for 10, 17 years and then getting laid off. At no fault of your own, but just because the company's downsizing.
Right.
And this year alone, so different stats say different things, but it's between 80,000 to 140,000 people that were laid off this year alone.
In America?
Yes.
80 to 140,000.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. We're not even going to go into last year.
Well, is it worse? Really? Look, I don't pay attention to stuff.
Unemployment is at 4.2%.
That's high.
That's high. Yeah, it's a lot of people without jobs.
Do you happen to know what the ultimate low was in America?
At what you mean last?
Like ever?
Ever? No, I don't.
I don't know. I want to check that out though.
We should. Yeah.
When I get an assistant for this podcast, I'm gonna ask them to look it up on the spot. Yeah.
That's actually smart.
So you work with Steve. Like, is it a long-term relationship, or is there any point where you might stop working with Steve?
So the way I have it structured is the first 3 months is just launch phase, right? Matching them with the right business.
Yeah.
And then from there, the build and the training and the support. So within the first 3 to 4 months, you're talking to clients. You're actually landing paid jobs.
You're kidding me.
No, absolutely not.
And you know what I think is most interesting about this is the fact that, well, this is what I'm gleaning, at least, that they don't know what they actually want to do. You help them, like, do a match of some sort. Have you ever paired somebody with a franchise?
I have. I don't like doing it, but I have, because he wanted to go into, what was it? It's a food store.
Mm-hmm.
And it made sense for him and his circumstance and local location to go with the franchise rather than starting from scratch.
Okay. You said you don't like to. How come?
So specifically only speaking for service-based businesses here, right? Nothing against franchises, but for service-based businesses, it doesn't make any sense to pay the standard franchise fees between $50,000, $75,000 just to use their logo, because it doesn't come with anything. That's the shocking part that most people don't know about. They think, oh, I'm buying this franchise, it's gonna have nothing. Like, you're gonna pay separately for all your marketing, your business operation setup, your legals, everything. So you're just paying that franchise fee for a right to operate their territory.
Sure.
Which for most service businesses, especially if they're home service businesses, you don't need. If you spend $50,000 launching your own brand.
Yeah. Think about how many mailers you could send. Yeah. How many people you could hire to door knock on your behalf.
Or just spend in lead buying.
Yeah.
And get direct customers tomorrow.
Right. Create your own logo on Canva or Fiverr.
Because think about it. Like, the guy who's mowing your lawn or the company that you hired, how much of that was based on, like, oh, they're a national brand? No, you had a good relationship or a good first conversation. They gave you a good price, and they do a great job. So you keep them.
Sure.
Right? It has nothing to do with the national brand recognition. It's not McDonald's.
Right.
Which would be a great franchise to buy.
Yeah, you're not kidding. Most of the time, 99% of the time, it's great.
Yeah.
Now, has anybody come up, or backtrack, have you ever matched somebody with a position, an ownership position, that might be a little scary in the eyes of the public? Just curious.
Can you, I don't understand the question.
Well, let's say, what are some really out there kind of industries, right? Like maybe a taboo industry.
Oh, yes. Biohazard cleanup. Yeah.
There you go.
It's great money. It's straightforward. A lot of times it's covered by insurance.
That's great.
Yeah. And it's really good money. Yeah.
So you personally have matched someone
with
that? Yeah. And how are they doing now?
Great.
They are?
Yeah, but you are cleaning up blood and guts for sure.
They, them, the owner?
Well, he started off without employees, so we had him get certified, and yeah. I mean, he onboarded some contractors after.
What did that conversation look like when you presented him that idea?
The numbers made sense to him. He got it. I obviously...
No, come on. There had to be more of that. Really? Really? If you said to me, Greg, you know what? I think that you'd be great owning a business that cleans up blood and guts. I'd probably say, I don't know about that.
Conversations never that way. So normally I come up with 6 that would do well in their particular location, right? Because we do a full competitive analysis after we pick a business, if it's going to do well in that area.
Dang, that's freaking sweet.
Yeah.
A competitive analysis. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, how? Because I'm not going to start someone, let's say, with, if there's 20 other competitors in less than a 5-mile radius. It makes no sense for me to launch you there.
Okay, well, I'm pretty sure, look, I don't know anything about competitive analysis except for the one class I took when I was getting my associate's degree way back when. We talked about it a few times. I'm pretty sure I could go on ChatGPT and look up like how to do a competitive analysis, right? And I also know that it's never that simple. So what are the nuances behind doing that you can't just look up in a book?
It's a lot of having conversations with existing competitors in that location. Like
Conversations with them.
Correct. I actually call the different competitors in the location. And you'd be surprised the information people will hand you.
Dang.
To a complete stranger who makes a phone call to you. So in terms of nuance, I guess that would be nuance that I do outside of the norm, which we also do.
And that's what you get when you hire the right consultant, because they know to look out for things like that you might never know what to do. Oh, dang. See, we're crushing it. This is really good. Now, okay, I got it. Steve, you're helping out Steve. He's doing his thing. He's plugging away. What about, this is my other question. Come on, Greg. Come on, brain. What are you going to ask her? It had to do with, not franchises, but, buying businesses. Have you ever helped somebody buy a business before?
Yes.
At what point in time does that make sense as opposed to them starting their own?
If a business actually has a book of business, and employees that will stay on board, it makes more sense at that point for certain people who are more risk averse. So I have one lady, I knew I couldn't get her to start from scratch, if I'm being honest. She's, in her 55. She got laid off and she didn't want to, go back into the corporate world. She wanted to start her own business, but I could just tell from having conversations with her that would be a bad idea to start her from scratch.
Sure.
So finding her a nail salon that's just already operational just made sense.
Wow. Because
the staff was going to stay on board. The books are always a little fudged, but but with, we revamped things, revamped operations, and good to go.
Man, so she's 55, just lost her job. She's probably been in corporate for her entire life.
She was, yeah.
And out of all things to do, she gives you a call. How did she know to talk to you about this? Is she a friend of a friend or something? Or?
Well, this particular, she saw our ads.
Okay.
She came through ads.
What did the ads say?
We have multiple ads running.
Yeah, what's the general consensus of what the ads say?
So it's usually, because we're targeting, our focus, per se, is 6-figure earners who are looking to switch. But we're getting a lot of people who've been laid off, too.
Yeah, 80 to 140,000 of them.
Correct.
Yeah. Cool. So she sees your ad. She gives you a call. You did the onboarding. How's she doing today?
Well, she's pretty new.
Fresh.
Yeah. So less than 4 months.
Okay.
There's no better time to get your moving in than right now. And I want to be the guy to help you with your next move. What's going on, Texas? This is your favorite mover, Mark. Our job and our intention is to make moving fun. Moving is already a stressful task. While you have this big transition in your life, life is still life. There's still work, there's still kids. We come to alleviate all of that stress and make your move effortlessly. And we are a full service, one-stop shop moving service. Full packing services, moving services, and we also have an in-house cleaning services to make your home move-in ready. Make your next move your best move and give us a call and we'll take care of the rest.
Now, I gotta tap into the why behind this, because you got your bread and butter going on, right? We talked before the show. You're helping repaint a bunch of Walmarts around the country, which is no easy undertaking, I'm sure. And you also do have a remodel service, home remodeling services. That's 2 full-time, overtime, all the time jobs. And now you're like, you know what? I want to add another layer to the cake. So why?
You know, when you're like in college, people tell you like, find your passion, find something that you would do for free.
Yeah.
Well, for me, it's this. I've helped so many friends and family do this for free. I love it. I love the 0 to 1 space. I love going from nothing to a full running operational business.
Yeah.
That's exciting to me. You ask me like, oh, what do you do, when you're not working? I'm like, well, I would do this if I wasn't working.
That's cool. That's great. Congrats, by the way.
Thank
So
you.
one common theme I noticed with a lot of my guests is that they follow the excitement. They get this inkling, right? It's completely unadulterated by external influences. So chances are you had this moment where you're like, you know what? This is what's going to get me really fired up every day, is helping these people. Congrats.
Thank you.
That's huge.
Thank you.
A lot of people, one, might not make the time to find that. Or if they do find it, the fear might settle in and tell them, no, don't do it.
But that's when you lean in. Everything that scares me at this point, I know that's going to be good. So I better lean in.
You trust it's going to be good, right?
If it's scary, it's going to be good. That's the internal thought.
Right. Chances are the hard thing is the direct path to getting what you want.
Correct. Always.
Wow. Now, how do you tap into this space a little bit more? Because immersion is another topic we cover a lot here.
Okay.
Becoming immersed in the space. You're in the consulting space. By chance, do you happen to like go to consulting seminars, webinars, meetups? Do you do anything like that? Read books on it?
No, I have real companies to run.
Right. Yeah. I had a feeling you were going to say that. And that's great. That's great. What about like, I know your parents, right? Great influences in your life. You said you're at the dinner table and you're talking about operations and wins.
Yeah, I am wildly privileged to have grown up with my superhero. My dad and my brother are my superheroes. I hope Dad's listening. Love you.
Oh, he's going to get a copy for sure. Shout out to Pop. From USA to Bangladesh. So,
I'm sure you know this. You interview entrepreneurs all day, and it's probably the same theme. It's like success leaves clues. Mm-hmm. There's things successful people do. All of them. And, right? For my dad, I've watched him wake up at 5 a.m. since I was little, every day, 7 days a week. Wake up at 5 a.m. and meditate. It's prayer and meditate, right? Because he's more religious. Mm-hmm. But the concept is the same. You're visualizing what you're going to do, and you're meditating. Every day, 5 a.m.
Consistency. What a great example of that.
And breakfast, lunch, and dinner, he's always home. He's home for lunch and a small siesta.
Man,
nap.
Envious of that. Sounds
every
nice.
day. But that also meant we got to have lunch together.
Yeah. Wow. That's amazing.
Consistency and routine and just follow through.
Success is embedded in routine, by the way. A huge principle.
And not quitting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you just keep going no matter what, right?
Yeah.
Be gritty. Now, what about, like, obviously your father is a huge influence. Is there anyone else out there that you choose to emulate certain attributes of them, or somebody that you might seek inspiration from?
My brother.
you're
He's also an insane entrepreneur. We don't have enough time to talk about his stories.
Where's he at?
He currently lives in Thailand, owns multiple high-end restaurants and bakeries that he started from scratch. But his calling now is he's building this amazing eco-luxury resort in Bangladesh.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Is he getting investors built up right now, or is
no,
self-funded?
He's self-funded.
Okay. Wow. He's going all in on himself.
He always has.
Respect.
Always has. I've watched both my dad and my brother go through so many cycles in business of like almost going bankrupt, but then, never quitting.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So
we can talk about that for days, but we don't have time today.
As far as success goes, 80% of that is reliant on your environment.
Correct.
So you were born into an environment.
Correct. I was very lucky.
Productivity. Yeah. Now, it begs the question, though, for those that weren't, quote unquote, lucky, what do they do?
They can come to me.
Absolutely. Call Ozzy today. Phone number in the description. Beyond that, there's a principle that Tim Ferriss talks about in his book, 4 Hour Workweek, that I never forgot the day I listened to it. It was like 2012. I was on a train down to Manhattan, and he said there's always a lateral option. There's always a lateral option.
Always.
So if you're not born in this environment where people are just crushing it, right? What can be done to tap into that? There's got to be something within arm's reach.
I mean, we're born in a time where we have access to everybody, right? We're so privileged now. Like, you can just go on YouTube. You can just...
For real. Yeah, that's what I do.
You have access to everybody. Who do you want to learn from? What do you want to learn? You just type that word and you'll get 5,000 options. So there's zero reason for people to not pursue things or learn things that they want to.
100%. There's always an answer. Just got to look for it hard enough.
Or easy, right? Just type it in.
Just type it in. That's great. That's a great quote. That's going on Instagram. Just type it in.
Just type it in.
Profound. Yeah. So I got to ask, right? Some people have a very definite answer to this.
Okay.
Let's say you're 110 years old, yeah, and you're reflecting upon your life. What is it that you would feel terrible if you did not achieve?
By the time I'm ready to die, if I don't have at least 1,000 people who'd be kind of sad when I die because I helped them start their own business and start their own journey to owning their life, I'd be sad. I think that would make me sad. Yeah, that would actually make me really sad. Yeah,
that's huge. What about like establishing a specific type of business or an entity or something like that? Does anything like that resonate with you?
That I haven't done yet?
Yeah.
So I wanted to start a mental health platform, and I did, and it failed miserably. But I tried.
How come mental health? Out of all things.
Very personal reasons. So never start a company for personal reasons. At the time, before I started the company, I was dating someone who was schizophrenic. I didn't know. He didn't know. And it was just so much trauma and pain and hurt.
Ups and downs.
It was just bad. It was bad. But I think my way of wanting to make sense of it or help other people with mental health was to start a mental health platform.
Hey, it's an effort. It's a thought that counts, yeah.
But
tried.
Bad idea to start a business for personal reasons like that without actually doing the math.
Oh, I got you. Sure. Well, sometimes emotional drivers can cause a win. Not all the time.
Not all the time.
Good to be aware of.
Yeah.
Do the math first. That's the moral of that story, everybody.
Or normal people just get sad and deal with their sadness. I had to start a company to deal with my sadness.
Whenever you're feeling down, just start a company, everyone. Go on LegalZoom, get that LLC rolling. No,
or don't.
Or don't.
Or don't.
No. Gosh. So yeah, let's talk a little bit about your journey now. Let's get to the audience to know you more as a person. Yeah?
Okay.
Yeah, so you grew up family of 4.
Family of 2 sisters and a brother.
So family of 5.
Yeah.
In Bangladesh. For how long?
How
How
long
did
have I had
you
this
grow?
family?
No, how long have you grown there? Oh my
Speaking
God.
of switching them out,
Come on now. That's
hard.
messed up. Oh. Poor sister. You know she's the first one to go. Oh, you haven't talked about her once? Oh, I'm just having fun. Just kidding. So, but like, no, you grew up in Bangladesh. How long did you live there for?
Most of my life.
Really?
Most of my life, but we had a home in Florida, so we would shuttle back and
Out of all places.
Florida's beautiful. It
Quite
was
the
nice and
contrast.
warm. Yes, that was the whole point. The contrast.
Well, you hit the nail on the head with that one. Florida and Bangladesh. Okay. And what would you do? Like a few months in Florida?
Few months at a time, and then we would go back, come back again next year.
Okay. Awesome. What would you say was one of the most pivotal moments in your life when you were out of college?
Started a business.
You still have that business?
I don't. I sold it.
Which one was that?
It was a supplement brand.
The supplement brand.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is the one we talked about?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, right on. Yeah. Oh boy. That's awesome. Congrats.
Thank you.
Yeah. We don't supplement brand. Label it, stamp it, seal it. That's what it was. What about like hardships of business? I mean, because it's not all glamour and glory. Right?
No, it's a roller coaster that you choose to get on.
Yeah. Have you ever been at a point in your time where you just thought you might want to throw in a towel and get back on the corporate ladder? All the time.
Oh, the corporate ladder? No.
No.
Not the thought of getting in a corporate ladder, but definitely just sad or upset or just like, oh, well, I guess it's not going to work. But then you wake up the next day and you're like, no, we're going to keep trying.
Where does that come from, though? How do you know to do that? Where does that?
I'm committed to being an entrepreneur.
Mm-hmm.
My identity doesn't get tied to whatever company I'm building at the time or have at the time. So if that fails, I will pivot. I will change. I will iterate. I don't quit at being an entrepreneur. I may quit a business I have at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
Yeah. You're being the ultimate or the all-encompassing entrepreneur, which when you think of them, there's somebody that does whatever it takes, no matter what. They just keep moving.
Yeah.
Because that's what you signed up for.
Yeah.
You hop on the pony and you keep going. What about, what gets in your, this one's such a good one. What gets in your way personally? Like, does negative self-talk for any specific topic come up for you?
I think as you get older, those things silence a lot more. But when I was in my early 20s, the loudest voice in my head was, but I'm just a girl. I'm not a boy. If I was a boy, maybe I'd be able to do this or that more or better.
Where'd that come from?
Growing up in a Muslim country, third world Muslim country, I think. It's not like it's taught at home or anything, but I think it comes from the environment.
Interesting. And what happened for you to break through that?
I saw other girls who were doing better or doing things.
Where?
Everywhere, on TV, online, in person. And you're like, oh, well, that's a stupid thought that keeps playing in my head because it's clearly not accurate because she's doing this or this person's doing this. Or I think a lot of women do have that to a certain degree.
Really? Have they talked about this with you?
Not in America, not as much as in America. No.
Now, you never know who's going to hold the key, who holds the key to your future. Right? That's another principle that we preach upon here. Has anybody really helped you other than your family?
Oh my God, so many
people. Carry you through certain situations?
Yeah, so many people in so many different times and instances, right? When you choose to do something, people find you. Whatever help you need, somehow serendipitously always comes together.
Not if you're a jerk. Okay.
Well, I guess I didn't account for that.
Because there's people out there that ask for help, and you're just like, no.
Well, it depends what you're asking for help and if you seem like you're passionate about what you're trying to do.
So doing the work up front, the universe rewards the work.
I think so. I've seen it happen over and over again.
Does anybody stand out to you? That first person to say, hey, I know where you're coming from. I'm here to help. Anybody stand out to you?
Multiple.
Who was the first person that really kind of showed you the way, so to speak?
A good friend of mine, Nancy.
Nancy?
She's also an entrepreneur herself, very successful.
She in the States?
She is. She's in Austin.
You're kidding me.
No.
What's up, Nancy? Hope I get to meet you. If you know Ozzy, you must be cool. So how did she help you? What did that look like?
This was during the time when I was trying to build the mental health platform.
Mm-hmm.
And I was also in a very depressive state myself, because that's one project which I was just not able to get off the ground. So a lot of this, and she just always knew what to say and do.
I want you all to take a second to pause and really digest what was just said here. So Ozzy's been working her tail off, I'm sure relentlessly, like all the time, not wasting any time, right? You're putting in the work, you're taking the action steps. And then Nancy probably saw that in you.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
So the second she saw that you might need some help, she was willing to do that. So it allows us to ask this question, like, what are we doing with our time? Are we doing everything in our absolute power every moment of the day to win, to achieve, to be that person, to when the time comes, we're probably going to need help. Is someone going to give it to us?
Usually they will.
Usually
some angel comes from somewhere.
Because the universe rewards the work.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It could be a complete stranger, too. And just says the right thing in that moment that you need to hear.
Facts.
I'm sure that's happened to you.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All the time. I remember my first real estate sale. I was like door knocking for an open house, like because I was going to host it. I met this couple across the street as they were looking at other houses. I said, hey, you all looking at houses? I said, we are. Helped them buy a house a week later, and then we've been friends for 8 years.
There you go.
You just never know. I was literally going to host an open house for my clients, and here are these buyers just driving around the street looking at other houses. You just never know. You got to talk. You got to say what's up.
So you doing?
Yeah.
You got to say how you doing.
Oh my gosh, I felt like I was watching Friends. I was like, Joey? Is that
Where
great?
is Joey now?
He's doing all right. He's doing other jobs. He's good. I don't know him personally, but I think he's good. Yeah. So let's talk about legacy, okay? You're doing all this great work. You're focusing on yourself, presenting yourself in a way that just is a bright light and energetic, uplifting. This is all leading towards a bigger picture. What is it that you ultimately want out of life for you?
What I already have now, being surrounded by good people who are excited to do things for themselves, and being in a position to help.
Yeah. Come from a servant mindset. That's great. You reading any books right now?
No.
No, you're too busy.
A lot of research on a lot of different things, but not reading a book.
Research. Well, I don't blame you. I was talking about this with my buddy Max the other day. He's like, man, Max is a real wound up guy. He's got a crazy hairdo, and he's crushing it in roofing insurance claims thing. Yeah. And he's like, man, if I read another freaking personal development book, I'm gonna throw up.
Yeah.
I'm tired of reading all this stuff.
Agreed.
I'm ready to just get out there and do it.
Yes. Agreed.
Yeah. Would you ever go on that kick though? Were you ever like into those kind of books and reading and stuff?
Early 20s, yeah.
Early 20s.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you got to a point where you're like, all right, I'm ready to just get in there now. I'm ready to go. Yeah. Yeah. That's something else to be mindful of, by the way. That is a thing.
Oh, yeah. People sometimes just consume, and they feel like, oh, I'm doing something. You're not doing. You're just reading. Now go do. You've read enough. Go do.
Yeah. Yeah. Or find like a balance a little bit, you know? slowly read less. I don't know. That whole average CEO reads 52 books a year.
No, they don't.
I'm like, how? Dude.
But yeah, no, I know plenty of CEOs who don't have any time to read anything other than work stuff that they have to read all day.
Yeah. Sometimes you got to book an hour just to respond to freaking text messages.
Yeah.
Text messages, not even your emails.
Which CEO reads, yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. The ones that don't sleep, they're doing a lot of coke. Just kidding.
Of course we're kidding, yeah. We wouldn't talk about coke.
No, I don't know anything about that stuff. No. Anyways, folks, yeah, you heard it here first. Ozzy, goodness, this has been super fun. Thank you. Thank you for sharing your light here today.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. And I know we could keep going. We wanted to focus on what you're doing with your consulting. Folks, if you're thinking about entrepreneurship and you're stuck, you might be scared. I think it's absolutely worth one phone call. Talk to Ozzy. Give her a shout. Her phone number is going to be in the description. The email is going to be in the description. Yeah, keep up the great work.
Thank you.
Yeah, you can tell you're following the excitement.
Thank you. I am.
Mm-hmm.
And I can tell you are too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm fired up. It's true. Thank you. My name is Greg Carlson. You're host of the Elite League podcast. Thanks so much for tuning in, everybody. Till next time, stay fired up. Cheers. Now, send them off. Send them off. Cheers. Nice job.